let's just say I want to go out and buy a 20-acre parcel, but I know this is going to exceed the 6 that I want to be at, right? In order to do 6 or more is going to require a public report, correct?
Correct.
So what if I go out there and I take my LLC and I take my friend's LLC and my other friend's LLC and my other friend's LLC, and we all decide to go and buy 5 lots of this 20-acre parcel, right? Or 20 individual lots of this 20-acre parcel. So if I did that and I don't have more than 6, I only have 5, my partner has 5, the other partner has 5, the other partner has 5. I know this has been a popular strategy in the past.
Yes,
I understand this is like acting in concert. Can you talk to us about that?
I got to be very careful with the answer on that question because I don't want to start practicing law. That would be a question to probably, if somebody does have a question like that and does want to call down and talk to Tim or Jay down at ADRE, I would highly recommend it. They're there to help. And so if you do have a question, I would go there. The other person I would go to with that question is actually a real estate attorney that's versed in subdivisions and can really walk you through that, because it could be considered working in concert together, and that would be triggering something from ADRE to possibly up to a cease and desist. And so that would be really, and the legal fines that can be attached to it. And I also will say that you can look up, the laws on this yourself and find that there is actual, I believe you can be held criminally and civilly, personally liable.
So doesn't necessarily mean I'm safe, even though I'm just 5 or less. I could still be in trouble because I'm acting in concert. It's a great idea, but yeah. Gotcha. What's the penalty for this if I don't get a public report or I'm found acting in concert? Is there kind of resale, like a 3-year rescission on this? Like what is?
There is a 3-year right of rescission that can be enacted. There are some ways to get ahead of it. And I do work with people who have been able to navigate those waters, both with you and other people, to go, we need to get ahead of it. This is what we need to do, and walk through those relationships that some people have with ADRE to kind of guide them. And I think having the right partners in place is incredibly important when you get yourself into something like that. But do the investigating to make sure you're legal up front so that you don't walk into it. If you have questions about development services and things like that, come to one of my public report classes, attend the quarterly roundtable with the commissioner and deputy commissioner down at ADRE. These are great places to bring your questions forward and get them answered right there from the commissioner. And I would say that it's so cool to be able to be a part of that and supporting the commissioner's office with them for the last, I think, about 3 years. I've been working very closely with the commissioner's office. But I enjoy being able to bring the people that are in my book of business forward and go, you know what, here's an opportunity to ask this question. Here she is. Here they are. What do you need? What are you thinking? And be there right on the spot with her and see what you can do to either schedule an appointment, because they're really open about wanting to work with the agents and lenders of Arizona and the developers. I'm really impressed by it.